Hello, thank you so much for joining me on this follow-up piece. People and our relationships with them, insofar as what we believe we know about them and what we allow them to see about us, is very, very complicated and varies from our relationship with one person to a relationship with another. And a lot of that can come down to trust. Just how much do you trust somebody to know what's actually going on in here or happening in your life in areas that some people think are private and need to be kept secret? So it's a very variable feast. But when push comes to shove, I am who and what I am, and you are who and what you are. And as I said in the previous video, we will change from situation to situation. We adapt, whether we're in a formal situation or whether we're with friends, then with the same person. But the way we present ourselves is different. We don't probably realize, but if you were being observed and filmed, you would probably see quite a striking difference. The main thing is not to allow yourself to become someone that you think somebody else wants you to be. You are you. You are original. You have your ups and downs, your rights and wrongs, your frustrations, your celebrations. All of that goes to make you a wonderful, amazing, unique individual. And every one of us, we unique individuals, have something to offer to the world. Might be a little something, doesn't matter. All those little things add up. And in fact, that's taken me back to something that I saw at the front of the book. Okay, it's a quote from Paul Coelho. I'm never quite sure about pronouncing his name, but again, it's that same book, the Friendship book. And he says, friendship isn't a big thing, it's a million little things. And I feel that that same quote applies to us, not just to friendship. We aren't a big thing. Okay, we might be big as carrying a bit too much weight, and with this on I look as if I'm carrying even more. But we're made up of lots and lots of little bits, different facets of ourselves. We're like a diamond. And you know how diamonds catch the light and twinkle and sparkle? But in a different setting, it just sits there. So when we are in a setting that is good for us, positive for us, comfortable for us, we can shine. But if we're not sure of our setting, then we're not sure of ourselves. So we become that diamond in a dim light, and we just sort of observe until maybe we feel in a position to join in with things, to make our contribution, to add our sparkle. And the feeling that you have to become someone that you aren't very often takes place within relationships. And that's when they can become a problem. There's a saying that you should never have to change for anybody. I'm not sure about that one. I've always had reservations with it, because I think that there are times that we can change, but it's an adaptation rather than a change. And I know I'm playing a bit with words there, but maybe the other person, your partner, your spouse, whatever, your friend, maybe they are ill. So maybe you have to adapt, to change yourself a little bit in the way that you respond to them and the way that you are when you're around them. Not in a mollycoddling way or an overwhelming way. Still allowing them, encouraging them to be the person that they truly want to be still. And here I think I'm thinking of Alzheimer's and dementia, that by adapting how you are, you can encourage them to be the person that they want to be still, if they can remember that. But otherwise, in a relationship in which nobody is ill in any form, adapting. Why are you doing it? Think of it. Is it for you? Is it for them? Is it because they could be controlling you and they want you to take on more of the load than you do so that they can do other things? And you convince yourself that you're doing it to be helpful. And sadly, I can count myself in that, because I describe myself as one of Santa's helpers. I've always been someone who steps in to help people. And I'm now old enough and daft enough to know if and when that's being taken advantage of. But I will step in to help with those that I know would do the same for me. And that is an important difference. Don't be a doormat, for want of a better word. Be yourself. And if the other person doesn't like you, then maybe you have to rethink that relationship, as in that video of May last year. Just let them. That if you have made changes, gone over the top with making changes to make them happy, to make them maybe feel important, you don't know what's going on in their mind and how any changes you are making affects them. You won't know that. But that can very quickly become an unbalanced and toxic relationship. That was interesting, why my voice went just at that moment. On that note, have a think. Have a think about you, but don't lose sight of the fact that you are you. You are original. Quirks, foibles, the lot. They make you the person that you are. And if it's a true friend, somebody in a true relationship with you, hopefully they will accept that, just as you will accept their quirks, foibles, and whatever else. It's that balance again. So on that note, I will say thank you for joining me and take care. I'll speak to you again soon, when I will be another year older. Thank goodness there isn't a great big change. Yeah, count the wrinkles. Oh, right, it's birthday. Stick some more on. On that note, I'm getting silly, so I will say cheerio for now. Bye for now. Bye.